whoever wants it. Young people under the age of 12. Whoever wants it. Whoever wants it. Whoever wants it. Whoever wants it. Y'all kids is crazy. You're going to be fighting for this stuff one day down the road. You want it? Come get it. You know why she got it? Because she got it up here. I wasn't going to bring it to you. You got it, baby. It's yours. Come on. I wasn't going to walk over and give her that dollar. If she wanted it, she's going to have to exercise some effort to get up and come get it. Lord, I want the blessings of God. God says, well, it's right over there.
Yeah. Come on, brother. Come on. Bless the Lord.
You really mean I got to walk over there to get it?
Yep. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, I'm not trying to be a comedian, folks. I only know one way to preach. Yep. And it is funny, but that's the way we are. Yep. That's the way we are. God's given us a whole book of promises on how we can get blessings like we can't even dream of. Amen. There wasn't a person in the Bible that Jesus healed that he didn't say do something. He told the man at the pool of Bethesda, he said, arise, take up thy bed and walk. He told the man in the temple with the withered hand, he said, stretch forth thy hand. He told the people at Lazarus' tomb, you're going to go over there and move that stone away before I do anything else. He said, move the stone back. Read the Bible. That's what he said. When they let that man down in the roof, Jesus said, because of their faith, because of their work, because of their effort, I say unto thee, arise, take up thy bed and walk. But did you know that laziness is ruining a lot of Christian lives? A lot of people who can do wonders and do great things for God, but they're too stinking. There's that smell again. They're too stinking lazy. Listen to me. Boy, I told you this ain't going to be sweet. Ain't going to be no shouting at all. Proverbs 19:24, a slothful man hideth his hand in his bosom and will not so much as bring it to his mouth again. That's Bible. He'd starve to death before he'd take his hand, grab an apple, and put it up to his mouth. That's what the Bible said. He's that lazy. You kids wouldn't know what to think about a TV without a remote control. I was the remote control.
Amen.
But you'd sit there and watch something you didn't like if you didn't have a remote control. How are we going to change the TV? And Lord, if it wasn't for the Dean box, wouldn't know how to cook. Chicken Dean, throw some chicken in there, 2 minutes, ding, ding. I'm just saying, folks. In the work of God, God said to move. If you can't move, stand. If you can't stand, get on your knees and pray. But don't lay down. Don't back up. Luke 12, verse 19. The rich man said, I will say to my soul, soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry. But God said unto him, thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required. I'll guarantee you, if every one of us was to get a visit from an angel of God that said, tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, you're going home to be with the Lord, how much work would you do between now and tomorrow night at 9 o'clock? What would you do? How many people would you call and talk to about the Lord? How many folks would you call that you got an ought with and you try to get that right? Oh, brother, it don't matter to me. I'm going to heaven. Yeah, me and my four and no more. That's all we're worried about. We get in bed with them frogs of laziness. I mean, folks, listen to me. And buddy, I'm really fixing to make enemies here. I really am. I know what I'm about to say is going to make people mad, but this is just the truth. It's just the truth. We'll get up early to go on vacation. We'll get up early to go to work, but we can't make it to church.
Amen. Go ahead, Josh. Bless the Lord.
Or brotherhood.
That's right.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Boy, here I go. I might not should tell this.
Go ahead.
There was discussion going on among the ladies of this church who come to the ladies' meeting that we may have to just quit having it because of a lack of participation. How sad. And they discussed change. Look, you can have it at 9 in the morning, 10 at night, You can send a jet plane to go pick them up. You can do everything in the world you want to. If they don't want to come, they ain't going to come.
That's right.
But how sad it would be for this church to take a step backwards in what we're doing for God.
Yes, sir, brother.
What a shame. What a shame. Oh, I can feel the darts are coming.
Go ahead.
I'm just preaching the truth, folks.
Yep.
Did you know that my God is so powerful that He can squeeze 8 hours sleep into 4?
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
If you don't believe me, come to work with me one night and I'll prove it to you. I get a regular alarm clock about every hour sometimes. Sometimes it gets so silly I just don't even go to bed no more. Engine 16 responds to a lady complaining of her hair hurt. That ain't no lie, I've been on that. My hair hurts. My stomach hurts. How long's your stomach been hurting, man? 3 weeks. 3 o'clock in the morning, it finally hit you, didn't it? And I treat them with all respect. But all I'm saying is, folks, is God can make you rest if you'll put Him first.
Amen.
I'm not trying to be mean, folks. Hey, there's been times I've come home from work, and I don't know, in nearly 16 years, I've probably done this 3 times. I've looked at my wife and I said, there's no way I can go to church. All 3 times I did that. All 3 or 4 times I did that. Meeting broke out, and I didn't sleep a lick while Dana was going to church. Not one lick. So went to church anyhow.
Bless the Lord.
I mean, I'm talking about being up all night, Alex. Being up from about 1 o'clock till 7 the next morning. No sleep. Been out working. Come home, I'm just too tired. And not sleep one lick the whole time she's going to church. I said, just went to church anyhow.
Uh-huh.
Why? Because my God can sleep, He can cram 12 hours into 3 if you'll put Him first.
Amen.
All I'm saying is, folks, is we need to get rid of, in 2012, it's time for us to get rid of these frogs of a lazy, lackadaisical attitude. Well, my house is saved. Well, God's more concerned about just you and your house. Amen. Somebody in another house was concerned about you somewhere down the road.
Amen.
Number 4, we need to get rid of the frogs of a rebellious attitude. Bible says, and I want you young people to hear me well. Am I picking on y'all? No. This is the way my preachers preached to me when I was young. I'm going to dish it right back out at you. 1 Samuel chapter 15, verse 23. This is what God has to say about rebellion. Hear me well. God does not play. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. And stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. A rebellious attitude. Rebellious. I talk about her a lot, but this is no lie. I say this with all honesty. If my grandma Bell was here today and healthy and had a right mind and had a yardstick handy, she'd probably get hauled off to jail. Because not only would she beat her own kids, the first time she heard some young person snap off at their mom or daddy, she didn't care. She did not care. She would at least make you think she was going to hit you with that when she finally got to you. She didn't tolerate that at all. And there's some of you young folks in here, I'm preaching at people that's here, not somebody down the road, or to be ashamed at how you talk to mom and daddy.
Amen.
Yeah.
Love me or hate me, it's the truth. Or to be ashamed. I'm telling you, young people get a condition, I don't know what it is, but it affects their eyes. Their eyes roll. And it affects their head, especially the girls for some reason. They start doing this. And every once in a while it gets into their hand and their hand does that. Well, they scientifically proved that there's a button somewhere on this part of your body. If you hit it rapidly enough and hard enough, it just knocks all of that out. It'll get rid of every bit of it and make you never want to have that disease again. I remember one time my daddy told me to do something. He told me to put the lawnmower up or do something. And I got mad, and I was at that age where I'd flipped the switch and decided Daddy didn't know everything. And I stomped my foot like that. Here in just a little while, you ain't never seen dancing like I was doing. And that problem I had in my foot was gone. Let's get off the kids for a while. How many of us are rebellious against God? We know we're supposed to be in church. We know we're supposed to read our Bible. We know we're supposed to pray. We know we're supposed to be in line with God. We know we ought to be singing in the choir. We know, and yet we refuse. What do you think rebellion is? Do you know that the first sin ever committed, the first sin ever committed was the sin of rebellion. It was committed by an angel named Lucifer, and that's who Satan is today. All sin is steeped in rebellion. It's disobedience to the will of God. Any sin you commit, why do you think they want to wear their hats sideways? Because it's rebellion against what's normal. That hat was made to wear forward. Why do you think them idiots want to wear their blue jeans with the crotch of them down to their knees? It's because somebody designed it to be wore right, and I'm not going to do what's right. Why do you think boys want to wear earrings? Because they're not designed to wear earrings, but I'm going to do what I want to do.
Amen.
It's rebellion. But folks, we as Christians, we get in bed every night, slide our feet right up beside them frogs of a rebellious attitude. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I can show you a chain in the Bible where rebellion will lead you to sin, and where sin will lead you to judgment.